Hello, my name is Justin McElroy. If you're listening to this on the day it is released, I may very well be currently, as you listen to this, be getting a routine screening colonoscopy. I say with all sincerity, I would much rather go through this procedure again tomorrow than replicate the audio experiment you are about to receive. Please enjoy My Brother and Me naming 2026.
The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
1, 2, 3, 4. It's the start of something beautiful. A small acquaintance has blossomed, it's ripened into a precious friendship. I could have never seen what was coming for me. Hangs at the skate park, hangs by the beach. My life, it feels like
I'm going to read the names of the year in a big list.
Awesome, dude.
Okay. We started with, of course, Zolo in 2010.
Yeah. Was that like a evil, like a demon?
I don't think there was there wasn't a theme so much as
I thought Zolo was like a demon that if you called him on the telephone at 3 a.m, he'd come to your house and kill you.
2000 in Heaven, Get Right with Christ.
That was a good one.
2012, 20 Does, Getting It.
Yeah.
20 Dirt, Dig It Up, Get It Out. 2014, 20 Forward.
Oh, 24.
20 Grifteen, The Con Is On.
Sweet stuff.
Yeah. 2016, Building Bridges. 20 Serpentine, Keep 'Em Guessing. Zag on them.
Needed that after the last one.
Collaborate Teen, Stronger Together. Frankenstein Teen, Become the Monster. 2020 is where things get a little interesting. You got 20 Funny, Fill Your Life with Laughter and Love.
Awesome.
Which didn't track eventually and became 20 Honey Down to Business. And then at some point, according to the official Wikipedia, we later retconned the year to be Honey Funny, Fill Your Life with Laughter and Bees.
Yeah, I told you. Okay.
So that's the official.
And that is a wrong that stood for far too long that has been set right. And I do feel better.
2021 was Big Dog Run.
Big Dog Run.
About it.
Yeah.
2022.
Awesome.
20 Rendezvous. Fancy Takes Flight. A very good one. 20 Sun and Sea, Surf the Vibe.
Classic.
20 Fungalore, He Heard Your Wish. Then there's 2025, which was very briefly Tell Me Buddy Life, Dare to Care, before morphing into 20 Thunder Drive, Faster Than
Guys, that one sucked shit, dude. I've been so stressed.
Tell Me Buddy Life or Tell Me?
Tell Me Buddy Life.
Tell Me Buddy Life was I feel that the election of Donald J. Trump was not truly a reflection of the American soul, but rather a reflection of the failings of a system that our system that needs to be fixed. Now,
I think a little bit of our soul got in there.
Sure, it's just a bit of a sticky soul, and that's true of our naming of the year, but I think what it really reflected was how we needed to rethink the entire process.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? It was a failure of the system.
Right.
And that's why this year we're not going to use the Electoral College to come up with the theme. It's going to be a populist, full-blown populist vote to come up with the theme. We've rethought it.
We're doing it together. Maybe you're not watching the video and you're like, what the fuck's going on? We're all in the same.
Maybe we didn't release the video.
Maybe we don't release the video.
It was unwatchable.
Maybe it's not very good stuff.
Maybe there's only the video and the audio didn't work.
Yeah.
Now, we have had just, I would say a series, not counting Tell Me Buddy Life, a series of real home runs.
Okay.
So I wanted to...
Can we stop before we do that and just say, I don't know that I lived particularly Faster Than Fear this year. I did feel like a bit of a fraudster. If I'm being honest, I didn't do too much.
I saw you live
brave
at least.
stuff.
You were at least 1 mile.
I don't live a life that presents frequent opportunities for courage.
I kind of thought that like do as we say, not as we do was kind of understood, right? It's not
yeah.
our. I have a theme set for me by my gurus. You know, they have
Okay.
set
Oh,
a path
okay.
for
Yeah,
me
yeah,
that
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
walking. Yeah.
It's not a trickle down theme.
I gotta get some fucking gurus, dude.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, you have to, man. Right off the bat,
I'm the only one who's going to talk about whether or not they live faster than fear and be vulnerable.
No, I do every day. I stood on my roof to hang Christmas lights, man.
Did you?
Yeah.
That is brave.
Thank you.
Did I do anything scary, you dingleberry? I don't think so.
So I'm going to pitch 20 Dingleberry.
I was Scrooge, and I got body slammed by a former professional wrestler. I don't know if you can ever be a former professional wrestler. You know what I mean? It's always in there. The dog's in there. But I got body slammed while I was playing Scrooge. Took a lot of bravery.
I did the high ropes course at Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Whoa. Okay, this has gotten too personal. Let's talk about 2020 sex.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Is that
What do you think?
your
I wanted
first
to push.
pitch?
What I wanted to
Wow.
say was the one thing I wanted to try was 2026. Let's go enjoy Christmas, and that would be the theme. Is
Awesome.
2026.
Dude, I would love a short one.
2026. Let's go enjoy Christmas.
I don't like the way those two concepts pair together.
Okay.
Is my problem. I think
If
out
people
of
think
context.
there's a
They don't
causal
know about the
relationship.
specific fact that we are recording this while all of our family is out enjoying each other's company.
Yes.
And we could be
And
with
we're
them.
stuck here enjoying each other's company.
And
Just-
we're accruing a debt right now by
Yeah.
doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, Rachel's going to take a nap later, and I'm going to feel too guilty to take one because we were in here doing
I
this.
won't. I'll take a nap.
I don't nap. I'm
Juice,
45,
I
I'm
appreciate
grown
all.
man.
We're in Justin's house right now, and the hospitality
Right, you are,
he shows
always.
us is like it's so incredible. You're such an incredible host and brother, and I love you so much. These zero sugar Kool-Aid jammers are trashed here, dude. These shits are trashed here, dude.
Real
This is
F-tier shit.
absolute junk, bud. This shit sucks,
You knew Griffin
bud.
was coming, and you know how he treasures his jammers.
No, yeah, it's the kind of thing you get so other parents will think you're doing a better
Yeah.
job than
This
you
tastes
are.
like the shit that they would make us at church when they would cut it and cut it and
Oh,
cut
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
God, that makes
yeah.
me mad to think about. Oh, man, that makes me mad. I hadn't thought about that forever. You know how you get iced tea and it's unsweetened at like a function?
Yeah.
They would do that at our church with unsweetened Kool-Aid.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Ugh.
man. Yeah, foul.
Anyway, 2026, let's go.
I don't
want
want to do that. Listen,
You do have to type it down, though.
that sucks. How am I going to type when I have this thing in my hand?
I can hold it for you if you want.
So
the
many
whole
people
time I
have put
type?
in comments
that's awesome.
in the past year, have put in comments, yo, Justin, make it 2026.
How many people?
So many. And I just wanted to go ahead and represent them. Can you increase the
font size?
the font size, and the amount of screen real estate, the font size for sure, the zoom, the amount of screen real estate, I mean everything about it is illegible and unpleasant.
That's too much.
No, I don't think it is, man. If you think about a video, I mean it doesn't really matter cuz we
Do
can
you
crop.
have a subtitle for 2026?
Let's go enjoy Christmas.
Ooh, conceptually challenging.
That sucks. Can I go ahead and strike through that, Travis?
Yeah.
Leave a comment.
I see I've
This
been outvoted.
sucks. Gonna leave a comment on that for later.
Yeah, so we remember. I'm going to pitch 20 Get Your Kicks, appreciating the beauty of America's greatest road.
I don't know how to hyphenate these.
And it's all about
Demonstrating,
Route 60
celebrating.
celebrating the beauty of America's greatest road.
Okay.
All
I'm gonna
about
go ahead
Route
and
66.
That would be an interesting match
Now put
with
all
our
about
Yeah.
Route 66. I don't want to do a sequel to Car Stuff because we did Car Stuff last year.
Well,
Yeah.
this is about the road itself. Less about driving and more about the journey.
Yeah. All right. Check this shit out. Oh, wait, I'm going to save that one because I think that's got juice. And we are obviously
Save it.
burning some goofy ones right here. How about 20 check for ticks? No time for lime.
Oh,
20 check for ticks.
20 check for ticks. No time for lime. Do you guys like when people don't check for ticks and they get Lyme disease because of it? Or
I guess
Rocky
it's
Mountain
just
spotted
how-
fever or any other tick-borne
he
illnesses?
brings this up every year.
Yeah. No, it is a serious problem.
Some of us got
Griffin.
really sick from one of those.
It would be nice to raise awareness for a change.
Yeah, that
to
would be
do something
cool.
with him. I just feel like
How often?
How often is that going to come
Anytime you go outside, or
I feel like-
Anytime,
or-
even like to take out the trash.
if you go in the house of somebody who you think may have been in a forest earlier that day, you better check for ticks when you get home.
I do also kind of feel like our audience maybe has a higher preponderance of indoor kids.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Maybe.
I just thought we could partner with Justin Timberlake for this one, but obviously we can move on and we don't have to talk
20
about it.
Dixie chicks. Goodbye, Earl.
Okay, so
Okay.
this one's cool. I had one too. I'll write yours down. Dixie chicks. God, do you guys mind if I just don't do like punctuation and
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah,
Just
no,
like,
man.
sort of stenographer it. There goes my phone. And goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye, Earl.
That's just the song.
Okay, so
about it.
I had 20 Just the Chicks. They actually stopped using Dixie in 2020 with the
that's
release
true.
of their 8th studio album, Gaslighter.
So, but doesn't that leave room for us to be the Dixie Chicks?
Yeah. We could also, if you guys would round the 20 Dixie chicks, Cowboy Take Me Away.
Oh,
Man,
not
but
bad.
it can't be. Here's the thing. I don't want to be the Dixie Boys like so bad.
Yeah.
And we can't just drop the Dixie like the Chicks did
Yeah.
and just be the boys.
Yeah.
Because that's nothing. That's been the SEO on that is fucking shot, dudes.
The Dixie Dicks.
What
Justin, do you have one?
do you think about 20 stunts and flicks?
Stunts and flicks?
Stunts in flicks.
In flicks.
Hooray for Hollywood!
Huh.
And so this is a year that is all about appreciating
Yeah.
our great stunt artists.
That's cool.
yeah.
that keep our celebrities safe.
Awesome.
They're out there risking their bodies on the front line to protect, our Ray Romanos, our
Yeah. He's doing a lot of movies that require
I couldn't
stunt
Harrison
people.
Ford. It's
Yeah.
20 stunts and flicks. Hooray for Hollywood!
We just watched Home Alone, which has an all-timer
Oh,
when
God.
he goes across the zip line and turns into a 29-year-old small woman,
Yeah.
and then back into himself
Yeah.
for a little while.
Turns into Mary Martin, just
Yes.
flying like Peter Pan. Yeah.
Shit rules. That's a good one. I dropped my fucking phone.
Okay.
I wish I didn't groan that loud when I bent over not that far. 20 hit the bricks. We've had it. This one I think would be about Donald. Like maybe this is the year where we finally bumped that fucking guy out of the house.
Oh, you're getting.
I don't know
political.
how much. I mean, yeah, I don't know how much weight we can really put behind that effort. But if there's anything we can do to hit the bricks, pal,
Hit the
Hit the
bricks.
bricks.
I'll be
It's pretty strongly worded.
I'll be honest. I'm not going to write it down.
Okay, you didn't like it that much.
The vibe in the room was so
Okay.
weird. After I said it, the vibe in the room was
Okay.
so toxic.
How about this? 20 honey sticks back in business.
Let me sit. Can I digest it for a minute?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a yes.
So that's 2 yeses. You want to hold the mic for this one, Griffin?
For a change, you're
What's a
holding
honey
mic.
stick? Is a honey stick one of those things they
Get 'em
sell
at the farmers
at
market.
Mm-hmm.
the farmer's market?
Get 'em
Yeah.
at Floyd's fresh fruit.
Yeah. Do you guys like those?
Yeah.
I always think I'm going to like them more than I do.
No, yeah, but there's also not a lot there to suffer through.
Do you want my brother to know if I like honey sticks or fucking not? you need to be cool.
You're right. You're right.
Thank you.
I have
Griffin,
I
I kind of like them.
I've become a nightly tea man. I'd love to drink a cuppa with my wife as we watch our programs.
Yeah.
That thing's just eating shit left and right,
yeah,
dude.
even recording. That's the worst part. Here, maybe if I put it to work.
Maybe if you lay it down.
My honey consumption has easily quintupled because of this new habit of mine.
Yeah.
I don't want it in stick form, though.
Yeah.
Honey stick could also be that thing, the ridged guy that they dip in there.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
yeah,
use a little
yeah.
drizzle. I do like that as well. Can we
better
explore
with your
some
coffee,
other
yeah.
options before we commit to one that we've
Can
sort
we-
of done before?
Can we?
I think
Can
honey
we-
sticks are also.
Can we just like? You said you wanted to do a short one. 20 honey sticks back in business fulfills a promise. It makes good on a check that we wrote
Yeah.
5 years ago. However many years it's been.
Tell
It's
me what
impossible to
20
say.
honey sticks means to you.
This is attainable. Everybody can start making these.
Yeah.
This is a small business. This is entrepreneurism. This is start your own.
We're
honey
going to
stick.
cure unemployment.
We're gonna cure. You start your own honey stick brand. You send them with your kids.
Okay,
They
cool.
show up to the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other kids forgot dessert. Got honey sticks.
Griffin slams the slammer.
I don't
Also, think about the merch opportunities. We
Oh,
could sell those in
yeah.
the store. Honey sticks, different flavors of honey sticks.
Yeah.
Do you remember in 2020?
It helped a
Was
lot.
that it?
What?
Do I remember what in 2020?
We originally had a bee themed one.
Yeah, down to bees.
Down to business.
For like 3 months.
Yeah, it didn't pan out. So we're gonna try one more
Now
time.
we're back in business.
20 honey sticks back in business.
I don't like it. And last year, I didn't like Tell Me Buddy Life.
I think you pitched 20 Bunny Life.
I hated that one, and I stand 10 toes on that. I never liked that one. I did not. I may have said it. Wouldn't have said it if I thought it was going to go through. But
Yeah.
I bowed to I kissed the ring because we had been doing it for an hour and a half, and we had to get the fuck out of there. I kissed the ring, and I regret it. I'm sticking by my guns. I don't think so. 20 under mix. Some like it lumpy.
Huh. Are you going to write that one down?
Yeah, I am actually.
Okay.
Hold my microphone, bitch.
This is good. I'm
There's
glad
a good
I'm glad I
energy.
closed the vents.
Did you? To
did.
really hurry things along?
I wanted to get that Scrooge energy in here.
Yeah. So this can be like, don't overthink it. You can't. Sometimes you can just put it out there and have some people like it instead of having to be perfectionist about everything.
Yeah.
Some like it lumpy. I actually in my phone I had it written "Love it lumpy."
Some
love it lumpy.
No, it just said
Some
20 under mix. Love it lumpy.
Huh. I kind of love
Can you
lumpy.
write down some love it lumpy? Because
Yeah.
saying it makes me happy.
Yeah. I'll do it like some
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
some love it lumpy.
I've got one here that I like. 20 tips and tricks. Hack your life.
That's cool.
Ooh, actionable.
That's
I
cool.
like
Hold my
that.
microphone. I gotta write that shit down.
Yeah,
That's
and
a good
then
one.
we could invest, kind of rebrand a little bit as like a life hack kind of organization.
20 tips and tricks. What is it? Hack your life.
Hack your life.
Oh,
Okay,
you're just gonna use the
I'll be
clip.
honest.
Okay, that's fine.
Love the prefix. Hate the suffix.
We can change that. Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I know. I'm saying 20 tips and tricks feels.
It could be a continuation. 20 tips and tricks, to improve your life. Right, so then it's like one statement.
Oh shit! Wait, this is a good point. Is that it sounds like we are saying here's 20 tips. I like when the 20 is like unrelated completely to the rest of the
okay.
idea. But 20 tips and tricks, I think, is strong. I just don't know about hack your life.
Okay, we
There's
can circle back
so
to
many life hacks that are already out there. I feel
Yeah.
like people would be happier if they stop
They stop hacking their life?
Stop hacking.
Just start living your
enjoying
life.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
20 skip the tricks. Just live your life. 20 skip the tricks.
20 no more tricks.
Well,
Just live your life.
20 skip the
Skip
tricks.
the tricks.
Ooh.
Maybe there's not a shortcut.
Maybe
Oh,
that you
no
don't need
shortcuts.
Maybe just maybe don't do it the easy way. Maybe just do it our way. You know what I mean? Like
Go your own way.
go your own way.
Can it be like, but can we couch that like 20 skip the tricks a couple times when presented with the opportunity this year? Take the hard way. Don't always. You
Yeah.
don't
I
always
feel
have
like
to
we
do
don't need the asterisk. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
just live
sure.
your life. You know?
it. I had 20 bag of tricks. Master.
I
your,
had that too. Yeah.
Oh.
20 bag of tricks. Master your magic.
Oh.
That can be like, you know what's special about you. You actually do know. Maybe you used to know. You can take that back and master your magic.
Master your magic. 20
Yeah, I
bag
think
of
it's cool.
tricks.
Maybe not master your magic, but
Bag of is
having a
so-
bag of it doesn't sound anything like 20.
Can we try do any of them? 2020 sex, that sounds exactly like 20, no question.
Yeah.
Get your nope.
No.
Check 4, not at all. Dixie, not bad, honestly. Dixie 20, it's not bad. It's close.
I mean, honey, I'll go ahead and say that honey's
Ju-
going to smash in this.
Just the nope. Stunson. I mean,
Yeah, that's in there.
Stunson is not bad.
Honey sticks.
honey.
Huh. 20
Honey,
honey sticks.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason we've been
Back
saying.
in
Can
business.
I just say the fact that you're surprised by that when we've
No,
been
it's
using
just
20
hearing it
honey.
again. It's like returning to it. It's like hitting me again with a good
Yeah.
one.
Under kind of sounds like under.
20, Tunder.
I've got one that I think.
Wait, we're reading all of them.
Oh, okay.
Tips and 20. Tips and nope. Skip the
No,
nope.
Bago,
Bago, no.
Okay.
20
All right.
punching dicks. Welcome to Fist City.
20 punching dicks.
Welcome to Fist City.
Welcome to Fist City.
Yeah.
Now, Travis, I'll be honest. I think Fist City's going to get a lot of foot traffic from some confused
traffic.
some confused, and I will say probably pretty disappointed.
There'll be spiders all over the World Wide Web. Don't go in there. It's not what you think. No, it's been crawled. Welcome to Fist City. What on earth does that mean?
Jesse, I don't want to read this one. I got like 10 hours of sleep over the last like 4 nights because Gus has croup, and I woke up in the middle of the night and I wrote this one down.
Okay.
But I don't want to say it out loud.
20 big old tits, Jug City Showdown.
I thought that was cool. I didn't know what Jug City Showdown was.
It's next door to Fist City.
Oh, no. You took the wrong exit. You went one too far. You got to go back if you're looking for the Jug City Showdown.
Can I just say, guys,
You're in Nutsburg. You've gone way too far.
I am obsessed with the idea of referring to a single breast as a jug. That's a word that works in the plural, I guess, kind of, if it's 1999 and you're on the Man Show. But I think referring to just one jug is
What is the name
off.
of the year again?
Don't drool.
20 big old tits. Jug City Showdown.
Okay, hold on. What is big old tits supposed to sound like?
26. Gone.
It's 20, and then it's supposed to rhyme 20 and biggle.
I didn't know that when I wrote it high at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
All right.
So far, so good.
It's not bad.
No, I don't want to write that down.
I was trying to get this
by the
one
way.
to work phonetically. 20 the Phoenix. Something Phoenix. I don't think the is it. From the ashes would be.
Can I tell you, it's the meter, dude.
Yeah,
The
I
meter's-
couldn't get the
meter's-
meter to work.
Meter ain't right. And the meter's got to be right. The rhyming I don't give a shit about, but the meter's got to be right.
20 flick your Bix, burn it all down.
What?
Flick your Bix.
Flick your
You never heard that?
Bix?
It was the ad campaign for big lighters to like
I
flick
don't
your
want to
Bix.
give more free advertising to these corporations.
Well, it wouldn't have to be free. I mean, we could.
We should hold ourselves hostage.
Yeah.
Check this one out, guys.
Okay.
20 Stevie Nicks, A Moonlight Blessing.
Whew.
So Stevie.
20 Stevie, 20.
Stevie.
Getting one of
That's not bad.
the things there.
That's one of the
20
sounds.
Moonlight
Stevie
Blessing.
Nicks, A Moonlight Blessing.
God.
This is more of like a, I don't know.
What does it mean
This
to
is
you?
a vibe. No, it's just a vibe year. Fungalore didn't mean anything to me, but it was a vibe and it was cool, and I rode that shit to the finish line. I saw Stevie Nicks once live on stage. She came out in the middle of a concert with not Bob Dylan, but the other one. And it
Bruce
was
Springsteen?
no.
I'm trying to think of like
Neil. No, not Neil Simon.
Neil Young.
Neil Young. That's what it was. It was all right, but her vibe is like
Yeah, it's
wild,
great.
man. It's like wild. I'd love to just harness some of that, I guess.
20 crunchy mix. Granola. Grayessa.
Okay.
Huh.
20 crunchy knit. No, you. Okay. Well, I guess you got to write that down for history's sake. But
Sounds like you
20
really
love that.
crunchy mix.
Not the granola part though, for surely.
Granola. Question mark.
Nope.
Question mark. Grayessa.
And this is just like a celebration of granola.
Yeah. 20 crunchy mix. Granola. Grayessa. Now make the N and the O should be capitalized.
Notice
can't
that-
see what
Hey,
you're
can I tell you something, Justin, that
I
I've
can't.
just noticed? Griffin and I are both pulling from a list that we constructed,
Yeah, worked hard on.
and it seems like you just pulled 20 crunchy mix straight out of your asshole.
Are you generating these? Is this generative?
You
hoops?
know that this happens every year.
It's like the holidays.
The holidays can be a tough time for families. 20, watch the Wicks.
I've never come up with them beforehand,
Uh-huh.
guys. I've never come up with them beforehand. It's just usually we are
You don't
Usually,
see it. I don't see
You don't see it.
the energy.
And,
yeah.
you
You always have your hands out of screen and you're making wrestling noises. Like
Yeah.
you have like a legal
You
pad.
do shuffle papers from time to time, which I thought was okay.
do.
20,
Yeah.
20, watch the wicks. Keep them trimmed.
I feel like-
Please, it's a good one. It's a good one. No, I don't want to read it now.
Okay, we'll circle back.
Yeah.
I'm worried that you guys are going to take this assumption that I didn't come up with these ahead of time, and you're going to let that color how you feel
About the ones you make?
the other
Well,
ones.
that can go either way.
The ones that I've made before now.
The ones you've made. I mean,
Before
let's
that.
go back.
No, that I have not yet announced, but have previously
Oh, you're
made.
saving the good ones.
I'm worried. No.
Okay.
What?
You just told us there aren't ones that you prepared ahead
That's
of
not
time.
what I said. You
Okay.
guys made an assumption that I didn't prepare ahead of time.
You didn't
understand?
deny it.
I didn't realize I was on trial, Travis. I thought I was recording a
Okay,
podcast.
is 20 Crunchy Mix one you made up before this recording?
It's not one of the best ones I made up.
Okay.
Justin's hemorrhoid pillow is making my back sore. Seems like it's doing the opposite job of that it's supposed to.
That's the lumbar pillow. You're sitting on
I
it
had
backwards.
20 burning wicks light in the darkness.
Light in the darkness sounds so hugely Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because I liked 20 watch the wicks, keep them trimmed and burning. You know, that's from I think one of the sermons on the Mount, and it's like be ready.
I also had 20 more John Wicks. Just saying, like, keep making them. You know what I mean? I enjoy John Wick movies. I would like 20 more.
Should I write any of those?
I would rather you didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. I would rather you write down.
Something that rhymes with 20.
I would rather you write down 20 under bricks. Cobblestone ahoy. And this is interesting because there's cobblestone under a lot of our brick streets, and they're so beautiful, and they really can.
Is
point
this
a lot
just
of-
telling people to dig
Go
up?
smash up. Yeah, Travis, just telling people, go smash up the streets.
I knew that you guys would start.
Do you guys
acting
like My Brother, Me? It's my favorite podcast. Hand me that jackhammer so I can smash up this street
I knew
in
you guys were
Brooklyn.
gonna start
Hey, we're in
acting-
Brooklyn now, smashing up the streets
I knew you
because the
guys were
brothers
gonna-
told me to. Hey.
Once you guys decided that I hadn't made these up ahead of time, I knew you were going to start being critical like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. 20 river sticks, the souls must flow.
River doesn't sound anything like 20, not like under bricks.
Okay, but 20 river sticks, the souls must flow. It's very threatening now that I've said it out loud.
It's really threatening.
It's very threatening, actually.
Trav, I'm worried you're going to be blowing that mic out
Okay.
if you swallow it.
Is
like
there
that.
is there something we can do with the band sticks there? Is it a
Ooh.
river? Something like
20 classic sticks.
20 classic sticks. 20
20 funky sticks?
20 funky sticks.
Back and funkier than
20 pickup
ever.
sticks, the staff is
Oh,
yours.
20 funky sticks out to the boneyard. And it's like
out
you're
to the boneyard.
get the B-sides, those sticks B-sides.
yeah,
that they
yeah,
use.
yeah.
Dude, and we could do all bones and stuff for our
I like that.
dress up like
Yeah.
skeleton out to the boneyard. I like the aesthetic of that.
Now I'm hung up, though, on something like 20 perfect sticks. Like, you know, search the field or a walk in the woods.
But it's the undie.
Undie.
Mhm.
It's the undie of the whole thing, you know?
Mhm.
Funky.
I don't Travis
20, funky.
Travis, can we be a united front here against this? I would say draconic, authoritarian, we have to rhyme with 20 thing.
Yeah, man.
I think
Because there's 10 of them, Justin, that will have 20 in the middle.
We've done a good job a lot of the time doing it. We have earned one where we can say whatever the fuck we want to.
Okay.
2026-7. Let's keep it going. Now, I think it's very funny.
Huh.
I think
Dang,
it's
I
very-
like
Would
that.
this be a 2-year one?
Yeah, I think it's very funny if Jan 1, we plant the flag and say, like, I know everyone's getting sick of this one. I know everyone's getting sick of this one.
Everybody settled with
But
it.
for 1 year.
Yeah.
No, dude, because if you do it, it has to be the theme for 2 years.
Yeah, for 2 years. We're saying
It's
730 days.
2026, 7.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
awesome.
I thought when you said keep it going, I thought you meant for 2 calendar years.
That's what I assumed because it's 6-7. It's bridging
That's
the gap.
cool. That is cool.
And I promise you that us, like, 3 middle-aged dudes saying it a lot would kill it.
And our show, I think both, but there's the thing, right?
Yeah, it's
like,
a mutually
then we
assured.
kind of
Yeah, yeah.
grab onto
March
them.
of 2027, and we're still like,
But-
what's up,
Hey, what's
fam?
up, TC?
Hey.
Can I get a yeah? Please, for the love of God.
Please. Where'd you all go? We're going to stream more Fortnite, you promise.
Go ahead and write down 2026.
All right, you gotta get on. You're goofing out. You're busting out of frame, bud.
Oh, you're right. Now lean back in.
Do you want to hear my actual favorite one?
Oh, I don't know if I'm ready yet.
Okay.
I got like a bunch more stinkers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
20 pick and mix grab bag year is another one that I had.
Huh. That
Fun time
seems
grab
too.
bag.
That seems too hard for us to like. I want to be able to control the message a little bit.
Yeah.
Although that does keep us from having to like take the blame for when it's really bad, like
That's
Tummy Daddy
true.
Life, which I do like. 20 see what sticks. Throw it all at the wall.
That was my favorite one. 20 see what sticks, spaghetti at the wall. That was my favorite one.
Wait, guys, I came up with 20 see what sticks, spaghetti at the wall.
Are you kidding?
But
No, but it was one of the many that I came up with ahead of time.
are you guys married to spaghetti?
No, but I will if it's required for the role.
Is it, what was yours? Throw it at the wall?
Will you open mouth kiss a plate of spaghetti for $150
In front of my wife.
and an IMDb credit? Throw it all at the wall.
20?
I think throw it at the
20
wall would
sticks.
be better. I think
20?
all.
You don't
throws
like the
off.
rhyme?
All 20 see what sticks, all at the wall.
That sounds like we're about to get into ball with the ball.
Yeah, throw it.
So you're writing it down immediately, right?
Toss it at the wall. Throw it at the wall.
20 see what sticks,
Ball with the ball.
That's a MBMBaM ass name, man.
Yeah, that's good. 20 see what ball with the ball. I would love to work with Richie on some.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. We could fix him. Guys, you put us in a room with Kid Rock we go out to a cabin for a month.
Not
with Kid
in
Rock.
this room.
Not in
Please.
this room.
Not in this room.
We would
Not
need,
room
we
for
would
There
need
would
our
need a
own
lot more
private-
ventilation.
Well, we
too.
would need space to kind of like break off and like have our own kind of like sessions where we internalize a lot of the stuff that we talk. I think you give us a month in a cabin with Kid Rock and we could fix him. We could fix
Or
his
break him.
ass. Yeah, I mean either way.
We'd have to break him first.
Yeah. I said 20 undermix, love it lumpy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
20 20 pumped up kicks. Foster your people.
I don't love the undercurrents
It's
of that
just what-
song.
Yeah.
The undercurrents of the song are obviously not ideal, but foster your people.
Foster your people is good.
And it has a theme song already.
That we
Yeah,
can't-
but once again, the theme of the song maybe is not something we want to endorse.
I don't know that that's your best.
All the little kicks with the pump.
That's not it.
Kicks.
20 honey sticks.
I forgot what the other part was.
Back
Foster
to
your people.
business.
Okay. Are you guys out?
No, I'm not even close.
20 Funny Flicks, the Hangover trilogy, available on Netflix for a limited time.
Huh.
20 funny flicks is maybe
You
better.
like that rhyme, don't you?
I do.
Pervert. Nasty fucking
It's less
boy.
sweaty than stunty flicks.
Yeah,
True.
it's
Funny
true.
flicks. I will say this. I don't think there's a world in which stunty flicks should take it and funny flicks.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because there's so many great laughs in the history of cinema.
It was stunts in flicks, so
Stunts
you would
in
probably
flicks.
know that if you had your own document that you had written all these.
I was doing all the tech for the other stuff.
That's
Uh-huh.
true. That's a good point.
Here's one of mine. 20 fiddlesticks, screw ups welcome.
Okay, so I really, really, really like 20 Fiddlesticks. I had 20 Fiddlesticks.
Me too.
I think I tried to write Forgiveness Within, but I wrote Forgiveness Within, which is
Which kind of
Wait,
fits.
hey
kinda
Griffin, real quick, just type out 20 fiddlesticks for goodness within, if you could, because I'm thinking that
don't you fucking dare autocorrect that.
no, for goodness, no,
Wow, damn.
Wow.
It really doesn't want.
coward.
Looks
Yeah.
like it says for governess. Like this is
Yeah.
a letter for the
I
governess.
mean, 20 fiddlesticks, Po Buddy's nerfing.
I thought I had that
For
thought.
goodness within.
Forgiveness Within is cool. It's going to be hell for every poster designer, every website that talks about the theme.
Yes, when the New York Times covers it.
Yeah,
I like 20 Fiddlesticks a lot. 20
I do too.
Fiddlesticks is just like cool. What is a fiddlestick? I know we say it when
It's-
you fuck up.
I
but,
assume
like,
it's
wait,
of
should
what
we-
you play a fiddle with.
should we make sure that fiddlesticks isn't some like terrible shit?
dog whistle.
Some like terrible thing that if you hear fiddlesticks. You guys look that up real quick. Let me check my list.
Yeah, check your list, Justin.
J.D. Vance calls his wieners fiddlestick. It's in here. It's a character in League of Legends.
20 Huff and Vicks. Clear it up.
Ooh, 20 Huff and Vicks is nice because there could be a branding partnership there. I
That's
don't
what
think
I'm
they
saying.
want to be thinking about people huffing it. I don't think they like huffing the product. But it
Clear
does
it out.
Yeah, clear it up.
Clear it up. Dry it out. Clear it up.
Dry it out.
Dry it out.
Open it up.
Oh, dry it out. Open it up.
Dry it out.
Just like Ben Shapiro.
What? Oh, yeah.
Dry it out. Open
Yeah.
it up.
I don't. Justin ruined it for me with that.
Yeah.
That thing he said.
20 Huffy tricks. Check this shit.
Ooh.
Not check this shit. That's not good. But
BMX
Is this just
Adventures.
the- okay,
20
so-
Huffy tricks is one that
BMX Adventures.
BMX Adventures. Yeah, that would be cool. Another. Oh, you're separating co-branding.
Yeah, that's a good
opportunities.
idea.
That's smart.
That looks the same.
Yeah.
20 Huffy
Tricks.
tricks.
Yeah.
BMX Adventure. Gleam the Cube.
BMX.
No, Gleam the Cube's. Is Gleam the Cube skateboarding or bicycling?
Gleam
We'll
the
never know.
Cube. That sounds like some. I don't know. It sounds like Stranger Things to me.
I don't know.
Sounds like something out of
Can we
Stranger
get a
Things.
Stranger Things? God,
Oh, man, we could.
collaboration.
20 yummy. 20 watch Netflix. Stranger Things. Stranger Things.
Out now.
20
It's all done.
It's the new home of Batman.
20 love Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Stranger Danger?
Stranger Danger.
No.
Great dude.
Great. Yeah.
Great TV.
On demand.
At Netflix.
Yeah.
No, not BGH Podcast Production Tracker.
That's not it.
Let's do that. What if our motto had our entire schedule on it?
Yeah, that would be
That
good.
would be
for
so
real fun.
fucking cool. Put that on a poster. Are you okay?
I'm just thinking about.
That's a good one.
I just think we can really help Netflix with this.
Yeah, sure. At Netflix. I mean, this is a reminder.
That's
to
a
tag
reminder.
them.
Yeah, to hashtag them.
Netflix.
All right.
The no great TV. That was really important punctuation.
Yeah.
I think there's too big of a chance that,
Oh,
that
you
period
know.
will get left out.
You know, folks are gonna like come up to those signs and tag
the
them.
Spubby
Yeah.
people are going to have a field day with Photoshop on that one.
20. 20. I had 20 Jump the Cricks, a boy's wilderness adventure, but that's not branded.
No.
Oh, okay. Check this one out. A lot of ours are about doing stuff for yourself, like get right with Christ, surf the vibe.
Yeah.
A lot of that is about what if this year was about taking time and energy to help someone else achieve just one dream, one goal. 20 got your 6. Become the wind. Like you're the wind. Like you can be the wind beneath some. The subtitle's not quite there yet. But
The
20
wind
got your-
beneath.
But I think 20 got your 6, like, I've got your back. Something about, like,
20.
get their back.
But
you know?
20 got your 6, got your back.
I'm brainstorming. I'm trying to get there, Griffin.
I'm not sure. It feels like too militaristic for our vibe.
It started for World War I combat pilots, and I'm pretty sure back then we were still like cool with what they were doing.
We liked it.
Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't use.
Back
if there was
then,
any,
we knew what it was about.
If there was any new shit, if there was like any new slang, I don't know that I'd want to drop that. But like World War I combat pilots, I don't know.
Can I ask about one that now that we're talking about co-branding, what do you think about 20 crunchy tricks? Bring back balls. I like the ball shapes better.
Okay.
And they used to be balls originally, and then they were fruit shapes for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then they brought back the ball shapes, and I rejoiced because it's original. But then people wanted the fruit shapes of tricks back.
20 what tricks?
20 crunchy tricks bring back balls. This is a year with an attainable goal. I'm just going to ask General Mills to change from the fruit shapes.
You think
back to
that's
the ball
attainable?
shape.
I think you've forgotten the face of your father.
I
a little
think
bit,
we-
bud.
I'm not saying that. I don't mean attainable in the sense that I can attain it. I mean attainable in
Yeah,
the sense
yeah,
that
it's possible.
it is possible. It's within the realm of possibility.
Could we work, like, artificial flavors and colors in there, too? Because I miss those a lot.
Those are back. Those were gone for a while, but now
Yeah.
they're back and they're like fully neon. Like nobody. It's like a different era.
I mean, I don't have a lot of branded ones. I have
20 Jiminy Glicks.
Wow. You just wrote that down. You
The
have that
meter-
written on a
the
piece
meter.
Of, piece of paper. Yeah.
the meter's not there for me.
Yeah, sit up.
I do have 20 to the quicks. Cut the bologna, and I could change that to be like the chocolate drink.
Oh, that's, yeah, for
Oh,
branding.
20, get the quicks. Get the kicks.
To the quicks. Cut the bologna. That does, but it sounds like the chocolate.
Yeah.
The chocolate milk brand just started selling bologna.
You got to stop with the bologna, man.
Yeah, that's
That's maybe the worst year theme that I've ever seen written. In terms of just viability and overall quality.
Yeah, I agree. 20 laying bricks, build back better.
20 laying bricks, build back better. There's no way that could go wrong.
20 cocaine bricks, uncut, funny.
I don't think
Uncut
so.
Jim.
Uncut Joms.
I'm out.
Good. Now we can get to work. Now we can start the show.
It's better with you.
I love Smalls at my house. The only people who love Smalls more than me aren't people at all. They're our cats, Olive and Amelia. It has really normalized our relationship with food for a long time before we found Smalls, which are these like beautiful little packets of cat food. And it's in fun cat flavors that cats crave, like smooth bird, you know, like stuff that cats are into, smoothed up bird. Smalls smooths them up for you. And, you know, they used to just graze on dry food all the time. I didn't really know how much they were eating or what was going into their, you know, little cat bodies. But now that we use Smalls, the cats are, you know, we're controlling their diets better. They seem to have a lot more energy. Their cat coats, their beautiful cat coats are looking great, looking shiny. We've been users of Smalls for, God, I think it's been over a year now. So this is not just like a product that we use because they're a sponsor. They are really have revolutionized the way we care for our cats. Sincerely, we love Smalls, and I think that you will too if you give it a shot. Make 2026 your cat's healthiest year yet. Take advantage of their New Year's special and get 60% off your first order plus free shipping when you head to smalls.com/mybrother. One last time, that's 60% off your first order plus free shipping when you head to smalls.com/mybrother. Friend, if you found that you've received a bit of a headache from listening to this rambunctious episode of entertainment, well, then let me suggest maybe it's time to find a doctor. This is a stretch. Even I know it's a stretch, but I'm working solo here. Let me tell you about ZocDoc, all right? If you are looking for a doctor, that can be a very overwhelming process, and ZocDoc makes it easy. You want to find an incredible back person to treat, you know, whatever issues you're seeing. ZocDoc is going to tell you who's around. They're going to help you with what kind of insurance they're taking. They're going to help you find the exact right fit for you. So, you know, make this one part easier, you know, get high quality in-network doctors, find somebody you love with this app, which is, by the way, free. You know, so I think it's really worth checking out if you haven't yet. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments. Go to ZocDoc.com/mybrother to find and instantly book a doctor you love today. That's ZocDoc.com/mybrother, ZocDoc.com/mybrother. Thanks, ZocDoc, for sponsoring this message.
I'm Jordan Crucchiola, host of Feeling Seen, where every week I have a different actor, director, or writer as my co-host. And whoever that co-host may be, it is a sure bet that we are digging deep and having a great time doing it.
I love that you just said that.
Yeah, I mean, if I were going to join a cult, I think this might be it.
A fresh look at your favorite film and a peek behind the curtain at how movies get made.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna tell you this whole story. Okay, I almost got fired from that movie.
You should be listening to Feeling Seen.
I had so much fun. I love what you're doing.
I hope I did okay.
New episodes every week on Maximum Fun.
On Judge John Hodgman, the courtroom is fake, but the disputes are real.
Brian would say, I'm the Gumby of this family. He's just not.
Claiming to be Gumby is an un-Gumby-like claim.
No, it's just Gumby and I being our authentic selves.
So what's your complaint? Too many sauces?
There are no foods
on which to put the sauces.
Have we named all the sauces on the top shelf yet? Not even close. You economize when it comes to pants.
Truly, it's not about the cleanliness of the pants.
Well, why isn't it? This is what I want to know. Judge John Hodgman, Fake Court, Weird Cases, Real Justice. On MaximumFun.org, YouTube, and everywhere you get podcasts.
20 candlesticks, an elegant reunion. This is just if we wanted to do a fancy one again.
Yeah. What about 20 oil slicks, clean getaway?
20 oil slicks. Can we, before we add any more to the list, can we talk about what we're feeling?
Can I say one more?
Yeah.
There's the last one that I had written. It's the last one I had written down. It's not co-branded.
Well, let me write Travis's. Oil slicks. What was it?
Clean getaway.
Clean getaway. Okay.
20 no new tricks. Old dogs.
No new tricks feels.
20 no new tricks. Old dogs.
Dude, walk me through it.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Okay.
That is always said in a way that feels kind of aspirational for the dog, though. Like you're challenging.
This one is a.
Also,
this one
as
is
a
nice. This one is low pressure. This one is low pressure. We are old dogs. No new tricks.
I've always thought of you can't teach an old dog new tricks as a way to excuse maybe outdated
So this is
like
a new
language
thing.
and terminology and
So we're
behaviors.
finally taking it back. Agreed.
20. Can I? Let's have a.
Yeah. Let's take it.
Let's have a.
I got more, but
21 new trick. Old dogs.
Old dogs go to heaven.
Old dogs go to heaven.
Mean dogs go to hell.
21 new trick.
21.
This dog's got a bone. This dog's still got a bone to pick with you. I'm in the guys. I feel like I'm in the jazz phase of this process.
No,
I'm over here like
I know what you're saying.
And you guys are still.
Are we
tuning.
at a point where you're like, this is the thing? Are we like boo 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 boo? Or are we still like picking a song to sing? Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I feel like we're still trying to find the melody.
20 treats and tricks.
Nope.
Halloween all year.
No,
Ooh.
I think it's good for us to go.
Ooh.
I think it's 20 treats and tricks Halloween all year. Have you not seen the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse episode where they make a wish and it's Christmas every day, and then it starts to kind of suck shit that it's Christmas every day?
Well, that's because they repeat they repeats every day. I'm saying Halloween all year just as a lifestyle, not necessarily repeating the same actions every day.
No, it's not like a Groundhog Day situation. It's that they are doing different Christmas shit every day, and by the end of it, they're like, "This sucks. We wish it would go back to normal." And that was the only other wish Santa Claus could grant them, and he does. And everything goes back to normal, and it turns out good, but they were really bummed out when it was Christmas every day.
I know lots of people who live a Halloween lifestyle year round, and they seem to like it.
Okay, but I don't think it's for everyone. I would hate that, man. I would hate that. I would be so scared. Do I have to get costumes for my kids every day?
Can we go
Not trick or treat all day?
Can we go back to the top of the list?
Yeah.
And strike through some of these that are not going to get it? Can we please get to that?
I still don't think there's a keyboard shortcut for strike through.
I thought it was Control K. Is it not?
Is that it? You're about to blow my shit apart, right? Nope. Okay.
Damn.
So we'll get rid of 2026, obviously. 20 Get Your Kicks, celebrating the America of Beauty's greatest road, all about Route 66. I think that genre of music is among the worst. I think it's among the worst music ever made. There's
what genre?
The road trip 50s fucking boogie shit.
I'm talking about the beauty of America's greatest road, and you're like, I fucking hate music.
Okay, that's not what I said at all. I love music.
Griffin's talking about songs.
You can't say 20 Get Your Kicks, all about Route 66. The road, not the song.
He's saying
it says right there, celebrating the beauty of America's greatest road.
It's also
not the greatest song about
But it also
road.
says Get Your Kicks on Route 66.
Thank you. 20 check for ticks. No time for Lyme.
Go ahead and cross this one off.
Yeah.
You guys like Lyme disease, huh?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, sorry. When I said that, it wasn't confirming it. I was challenging you guys to say you are cool with tick-borne illness as a concept in general.
I wouldn't say I'm cool with tick-borne illness. I just don't know. I think that this is definitely a good thing to remind people of, but not a life lesson.
Is there anything we could do with the tick to get another season, or just get bit out of some sort
okay.
of...
So what about 21 new tick?
Pick it. No, pick it in one. Who's the new tick? You got they've had 2 perfect actors. Who's the third tick, Griffin?
Yes, here we go. I'm
Here
gonna
it
fucking
is.
right off the fucking dome.
21 new tick.
21 new tick, and it's gonna be
John Hamm.
Nope. I got this.
He's got it. Watch. Chris?
Well, that's a good start.
That's such a good
leaves
start,
a lot of
man.
options open.
You get a lot of room to grow.
Oh. He's waiting for it. Oh, narrowing it down.
Do it, Coward.
Narrowing it down.
Do it. Type Kerr. Do it. Do it.
Oh.
Don't change it.
Huh.
Don't change it. It's the son of Stanley Tucci. Chris Tucci.
It's Chris Tucci.
You know.
21 new tick, Chris Tucci.
Stan's boy.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, guys, jazz it with me. Chris Tucci. This is how we got to Fungalores. We just said 2 words together that kind of hit right.
Chris
Tucci.
Chris Tucci.
Chris Tucci.
Just one new.
20, just the chicks. Chris Tucci. Chris Tucci. I don't think there's anything there, guys.
No, it was a good try though.
Damn.
You gave it a good shot.
Fuck.
Tips and tricks is still grabbing me.
Wait.
Okay, so yeah,
Sorry,
right.
go ahead.
Okay, Dixie Chicks, no. Just the Chicks, no. 20 stunts and flicks. Do we like stunts and flicks? Funny flicks?
I still would like to keep stunts and flicks.
Okay.
It seems like an area that's
You guys
easier
are crazy
to...
about honey sticks.
Yeah.
20 undermix. Some like it lumpy. Some love it lumpy. 20. Okay, I'll leave it on. You guys didn't say strike through. 20 tips and tricks. Hack your life. 20 skip the tricks.
20 tricks and 20 tips and tricks hack your life is good, but it's not funny. It's just sort of like
it sounds cool.
It's too actionable and accurate. Like it's I don't know. It's too good.
Yeah.
Of a theme.
All right. 20 undermix. Some love it lumpy. 20 tips and tricks.
You know what? Actually, I don't know if you can like star something or like whatever,
Yeah, I am
but like
coming back
20
to-
undermix. Some love it lumpy is like.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
If we did this one, I would die on the hill of getting rid of some and just have it
Love
be
it lumpy.
Love it lumpy.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. 20 tips and tricks hack your life. I just would love to. I don't feel like
20 tips and tricks. What if it's less about hack your life and it's more about like finish the game, finish the fight.
Oh yeah, if we make it like Nintendo Helpline.
Complete your quest. Complete your
Ooh.
quest. Fulfill your quest. 20 tips and tricks.
write down the cheats, because I forget all the cheat codes.
20 tips and
tips and tricks.
We'll come back to it. Let's come back to it. We're not at that.
Okay.
20 skip the tricks. Just live your life.
I think no more tricks would work better. Like 20 no more tricks.
20 skip the tricks. It just 20 no more tricks. You have to slow down your mouth to say it. No more tricks.
Just live your life. 20 no more tricks, just live your life. I don't see how we do that one without sounding like genuinely grumpy old men.
Yeah.
I'm just going to delete it. No, I'm going to strike it through. We have a format here. 20 bag of tricks. Master your magic.
20 bag of donuts.
20 bag of tricks.
Master your donuts.
20 bag of tricks.
20 bag of tricks. Master your magic feels like
too
self-pleasuring.
thirsty. Yeah, way too thirsty.
What if you something with magics, like 20 dark magics, 20 old magics?
20 dark magics.
What I like about bag of tricks, this idea of as an actionable thing of just like have some stuff ready to go that you can pop up to be like, ta-da. I'm not saying become a magician or something like that, but it's more of a celebration of multidisciplinary growth. And maybe a celebration of multidisciplinary. No fucking way, dude! I crushed that shit, growth. Damn it, I messed it up. With
Okay,
one
Griffin,
line.
can you write down a new one for me? It's just real.
Yeah,
I know.
sure.
Just if you would just write down 20 Ricks. Who are they? Where did they come from?
Who are they?
Huh.
Where did they come from?
It's like a new. I see it as kind of a Damon Lindelof thing where everything is normal,
and there's just 20 more Ricks than there were yesterday.
20 Ricks show up, and like nobody knows them.
Yeah,
but they are like they seem to know their whole thing.
Yeah,
write down 20 pickle Ricks. If you can write down 20 pickle Ricks,
dude. 20 pickle Ricks. We're rich. We're rich. We did it. 20 pickle Ricks. Turn off the camera. Jeeves, shut off camera. God, it's not working. Any of it's not working.
20 pickle Ricks.
20 pickle Ricks. Who's gonna sue?
Yeah. Come try it. Come and claim him.
Come and claim. Okay, so this year is about we're gonna put pickle Ricks. We're gonna put pickle Ricks on merch until somebody
fucking try it. We give up.
Come get us.
Come get us.
Come get us.
They won't fire us. Something has to stop us. We can't get fired. Something will bring us down. I think doing merch with 20
Can you mark out
Ricks.
20 Ricks? Who are they? Where did they come from?
Yeah, okay.
I do think it's an evocative concept, though.
Yeah.
20 boudoir pics for your lover.
I want to get rid of punching dicks. That's
what?
It's like such an invitation to Lawsuit City. I really don't want to.
No, Justin, it's Fist City.
Yes, that's true. And it's recently been renamed to Lawsuit City.
Oh, man.
Is it the grabbing you don't like? Because there's other things you can do with a fist.
No one even said grabbing, Griffin.
Grabbing dicks.
You just said grabbing. There, Dr. Freud. No one said
20 fist and dicks.
20 fist and dicks. It's not like that.
Fist City.
20 fist and dicks.
Welcome to Fist
Someone
City.
took a wrong turn at Jugtown. Is that right, Griffin?
Yeah, Jug City.
Jug City.
I think Jugtown is where Emmett Otter lives. I think Emmett Otter lives in Jugtown.
Hey, can we talk about how I've censored tits? Because there's 4 asterisks
sexist,
there.
Dude. It's sexist.
Is that same? I know, but there's 4 asterisks.
I think it's with 2 T's.
T-I-T-S?
T-I-T-Y-S. I assumed it was T-I-T-Y-S.
Maybe. Jug City Showdown, no. T-I-T-Y-S wouldn't rhyme. So it's definitely not that. 20 Stevie Nicks, A Moonlight Blessing. Are we getting rid of Fist and Dicks and Big Old Tits Jug City Showdown?
I don't want to get rid of Big Old.
Can I tell you one of my reasons why I don't want to use it is because I feel uncomfortable saying it.
Yeah, okay.
But I thought it was funny just to do once.
Go ahead and mark it.
It may not even been funny to do once, but I definitely don't want to do it a million times. 20 Stevie Nicks, A Moonlight Blessing. That's going to seem like we're making
feels
fun
like
of
we
it.
need to move it down to the like branded. Here's what I want to.
You think Stevie Nicks is going to pay us money to say her name?
20 New York Knicks.
I want to try something new this year where like we don't get rid of any of the sponsored ones. Those are just
they're
out
on the
there.
table.
These are just here.
These
if
are just
they
here.
wanna.
If you want to pay for them, any of these companies,
Vix, we're open to doing a different
20
verb.
New York Knicks race to the pennant.
20 New York Knicks race to the pennant. Got it. Perfect.
I don't know if there's pennants in
this
basketball.
perfect.
Okay.
Race to the pennant. Pennant?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love spelling on camera. 20 Under Bricks, Cobblestone Ahoy.
You script over 20 Crunchy Mix, Granola, Grayesa.
Can you say that one more time before
20
we get rid of it?
Crunchy Mix, Granola, Grayesa.
You didn't make the no capital. I think that would help.
Or at least italicized or something.
Granola, Grayesa.
Okay.
Now you can cut it.
Can I try it like 20 Crunchy Mix, Grayesa?
That's pretty good.
20 Crunchy Mix, Cristucci.
Now what if you get rid of... Now what if you cut... What about this?
What is that feeding back out of?
What do you think about this? 20 Crunchy Mix, Granola, Cristucci.
Oh, one word. No, one word. Exclamation point, yeah.
That looks like it says Christ Uchi.
I put my whole Christ Uchi into that one.
Christ the Uchi.
Christ the
Uchi on the left hand side. Christ the Uchi on the left hand side.
20 candlesticks. If we wanted to get back to the sort of very overtly religious message, 20 candlesticks.
20 candlesticks.
Christ the Uchi on the...
I think we can go ahead and cut 20 Crunchy Mix, Granola, Cristucci.
Okay. 20 Under Bricks, Cobblestone Ahoy. There's something I like about this. And it is something that I think I'm interested in as a concept for actionable advice to people, which is like, we've all spent so much time digging around in the dirt in Minecraft that it makes me think, why? But if I have to plant a plant outside, no way. Why am I like that? When I could get a shovel and I could see what's happening down there. And I think there's something cool. It's like, maybe this is the year where you see what's happening down there.
But you don't have a theme. You thematically, you like that idea.
20 under bricks, cobblestone ahoy.
Maybe it's not cobblestone.
Maybe it's hidden past.
Hidden paths.
Dig up the past.
Dig up the paths.
Dig up the
paths. Paths to the past.
Path
up the
I want it to be hard to say as possible.
Yeah, there we go.
Dig up the paths. 20 under bricks.
Can't we ever do one that's good? 20 under bricks. Dig up the paths.
I mean, I'm into it. It may just be because I'm pushing 40, but dig up the paths could be an interesting project for the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paths. Dig up the path.
What about 20 chucking bricks? Smash it.
I don't want anybody.
Violence.
I don't want more people to be chucking bricks.
Then 20 laying bricks. Strong foundations.
I said 20 laying bricks. Build back better. And Justin made fun of me.
Well, build back better sucks.
Whoa.
It almost worked.
But strong foundations.
20 Robin Thicke, blurred lines.
No.
He's right.
Second chances.
Put him in the
blurred lines, second chances.
Okay, that goes in the co-branded pile. If Robin Thicke get at us, you could pay us for blurred lines, second chances.
No. That's Alan Thicke.
That's Alan Thicke. We could do both. You could do 20 Alan Thicke growing pains.
I really didn't do that on purpose.
I know, but they're basically best friends.
Well, one of them is past.
What's the other guy's name? Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke. No, they're both Thicke singular.
Second chances?
Yeah. No, blurred line, second chances.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to afford him a second chance.
It should be Thicke.
Maybe third chances,
singular.
too.
It would be sick. It would be awesome if it was
third
plural.
line, blurred lines, third chances, third lines.
Third lines, that's cool. He sounds like he's on a hockey team at that point. I'd love to get hockey in there.
Is there something with Thicks? We haven't done Thicks.
Sticks. 20 hockey sticks.
You can do better than that.
20 hockey sticks. Don't cuss. But it's like...
Oh, like double...
20 hockey sticks.
20 hockey sticks. That's like...
Are there others?
It could be 20 hockey sticks. And it's like 20 L's in a row.
Oh.
The same function that it fills when you say it to not cuss in front of a child. You could say...
20 wizard sticks. The power of the staff.
20 wizard sticks.
Power of the staff.
Power of the... 20?
Wizard sticks.
20 wizard sticks. Learn the game or die.
Learn the game.
Fuck, yeah.
Die. Haven't we... Was Fungalore the only sort of magical wizardly one? Have we done a wizardly one before?
No.
Wizard Sticks is cool. I like
Wizard Sticks kind of rules.
Learn the game or die.
Where does that part come from?
Learn the game of die.
Why is it learn the game or die?
Because I think Wizard Sticks is like, when you said Wizard Sticks, I imagined like there was a ring the wizard had in his tower, and the only way he would give it to you is if you played him at Wizard Sticks.
Oh, it's a challenge.
Yeah, you have to beat me at a game. You beat me at one game of Wizard Sticks, and you can have the
Wizard
Dublon
Sticks challenge.
Ruby.
Can we spell it like a cool way?
20 Wizard Sticks.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe not 3 X's. Maybe a Z at the end.
Sticks. But it's not called 2026.
Oh, that's true.
20 Wizard Sticks.
Learn the game or die is cool. All right. 20 river sticks, the souls must flow. That's...
You use die in Wizard Sticks. That's why it works 2 ways.
20 funky sticks out to the boneyard is cool. 2026-7 is a check I am not willing to cash.
Oh, man.
20 see what sticks, ball with the ball. This was one we were all pretty excited about.
Yeah, I feel like maybe the subtitle is a placeholder on that one.
Yeah, just see what sticks. Well, we could leave it as a placeholder all year to see what sticks.
That's not bad, actually, conceptually. 20 see what sticks. No, I don't want to do this all year.
I know. That's very fair.
That thought made me so tired.
I want to cut 20 pumped up kicks, Foster Your People.
Yeah.
Unless you want to move it down to the...
No, that song sucks.
Okay.
20 fiddlesticks for goodness with him.
That one should get an asterisk. I like that one.
Fiddlesticks is just that word. It feels so powerful,
It's fun
and
as hell,
it's
too.
under you. I never say fiddlesticks, and so it feels like we have the opportunity to own something truly special.
20 fiddlesticks, it's all spilled milk.
Yeah.
Oh, forgiveness within. Let's keep moving because I would like to cut.
But highlight that one.
Highlight that one. It's a good one. 20 got your 6. I want to try to
see if there's anything there.
No, it's what bothers me about it is the got your 6 thing has this vibe to me of like
SWAT dudes.
Yeah, it's like not SWAT dudes, but dudes who like want like who use militaristic energy as like a way to like pump themselves up.
The dudes at the airsoft yard who are like super intense, super duper intense.
That's what it
about
feels like,
everything.
a little bit intense to me.
Yeah, I got you. I think I liked all that like sort of sky.
Sure.
A plane cuts a
That's really
line
good.
across this blue cerulean expanse. A single cloud drifts by, and we're on the ground watching with our little straw hats and suspenders.
But got your 6 is still in there.
Yeah.
Now, if you did something about cool plane tricks, 20 cool plane tricks.
We really
20 funky licks. Make it talk.
Ooh.
Make what?
Make the guitar.
The
The guitar. 20
in a
funky,
pizzatero way?
20 funky licks. Make it talk. You know?
Mm.
No, not like a... Not like, yeah.
Okay, so 20 funky licks.
Yeah.
Make it talk.
Talk.
Take it for a walk. Make it talk. Make it talk. Yeah.
I think that's better than 20 funky sticks out to the boneyard. Although...
Do you really?
Dude, 20 funky sticks out to the boneyard should go into co-branded opportunities.
Yes.
I would love to work with sticks on this.
Oh my God, are you kidding? Yes.
All right.
This is a good
Tommy, if you're watching. Tommy
Tommy.
Shaw. What about something about Snicks?
You're adding.
You're right.
This is fine if you don't think it's there. I think
it's there. I feel really good right now.
There's a few that I
Okay.
like.
I'm pretty stoked about.
I
20
would
oil
cut no
slicks.
new tricks.
You want to cut no new tricks?
Can I cut oil slicks?
Yeah.
Okay, 20
Yes.
no new tricks, old dogs. Tricks just seems like we're missing a trick by not using it.
It's finding the right context though, because I feel the same way about like mix and tricks, magics. I feel like just the meter is not
can't
right.
be.
Yeah,
Magic tricks. But I don't want to encourage people to learn magic.
All right. I want to say
useful magic tricks.
I want to say that 20 wizard sticks feels like one that we like that no one would. You know, doesn't it feel like we could talk ourselves into getting pretty excited about the idea of wizard sticks?
For sure, dude. I feel like 20, I think we
would be like, we'd have a plan to sell them.
We earned 20 Fungalore. If we did 20 wizard sticks, learn the game or die, it's going to feel like to everyone else, we're just chasing the high of Fungalore.
No.
Like it feels like we're just trying to capture that again. And it has to be authentic.
Does it feel better if it's 20 wizard tricks?
I don't think a wizard would do tricks.
I feel like this is too much of an overlap
Wizard
between
licks.
I don't want the nerds that listen to Taz to start listening to my brother and me because they think it's going to be about wizards and elves and all that garbage.
Now, I do want to go back to, you didn't put it on the list, but 20 hit the bricks. You didn't include 20 hit the bricks.
You're right. Well, it's because my motivation for it was...
Yeah.
It's just... You can't do hit the bricks and hit the road.
Yeah.
Like, hit the bricks, hit the road. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, hit the road. Hit the brakes.
Hit the gas.
Jack.
Hit the gas, the road, and the brakes.
Jack it off, Jack. Hit the road.
Jack off, Jack.
No.
Okay.
Head to Fist City,
Hit the
Jugtown.
hit the bricks, Jugtown.
Put
watch the jugs,
Hey,
big boy.
Jugtown, hit the bricks. This is a Cobra bar.
Maybe they want you over in
Are you trying to go to Fist City?
All right.
No?
You look like you're dressed for Fist City, but you found yourself in Jugtown, a Cobra bar.
20 hit the bricks, hit the road is out.
20 hit the bricks.
20
Cobras only. Jugtown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get lost. Cobra's only Jugtown.
Here we go.
That's it. Now you found it.
Now it's all
Now
fine.
you can strike through it with confidence. Okay, 20 wizard sticks, learn the game or die, should be cut now before I regret it.
Yeah, we're going to come back to it too hard.
Yeah.
20 funky licks, make it talk.
I had to cut it in secret before we could pay attention.
Yeah.
20 funky looks, make it talk. It's too on the nose, I think.
Make it talk is just too
Make it
too
talk.
aggressive. And then 20 hit the bricks, get lost, Cobra's only Jugtown.
Go back to, is this all, can you scroll? Is there more above
Yeah.
the scroll?
I think, yeah.
Okay. 20 stunts
Well,
and
there's
flicks.
a lot cut out here.
Hooray for Hollywood.
I'm gonna make these smaller.
Okay. That's
20, what about 20 classic flicks?
I don't give a shit about classic movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's going to listen to us about that?
Indie flick. 20 indie flicks. Okay. I'm trying.
20 pickle rings, a celebration of multidisciplinary. 20 pickle rings, a celebration of multidisciplinary growth, because we used to not do Rick and Morty and now we do.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So you're saying a mix and match. We take 20 bag of tricks out and we put a celebration of multi.
Well, what I love is 20 pickle rings. Any of these subtitles would truly work. Like, Forgiveness within.
Yeah. 20 under bricks, dig up the paths.
I want tips and tricks cut because tips and tricks is an idiom. And I feel like I don't want to like
It's easy.
boost stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just an easy idiom. Stunts and flicks, honey sticks, undermix. Like we're in the
Those are,
neighborhood.
yeah,
like,
those
that's
are
like
things
we're
making.
getting 20 bag of tricks.
I want to get rid of 20 honey sticks. I don't think it's gonna win, and I don't think you guys do either.
No,
It's 20. We're more
Can
than
we come
halfway
back to
through
it?
that. We're
Can we
more
come
than
back?
halfway through this decade.
Let's come back to it.
I think we can do one honey one at some point. I don't know that we want to burn it on a year where there's this much other. Knowing how rough 2025 was, I would have gone for honey stuff.
Let's come back to it.
Yeah, we can come back.
All right, we'll come back to it. 20 under mix. Love it lump. I'm getting rid of some. I hate seeing it there.
Yeah.
It's ruining it.
20 under mix. Love it lumpy.
Love it lumpy.
I don't know. I think some love it lumpy is.
Love it lumpy. There's like almost such a weird no connotation to it that my brain applies a dirty connotation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lumpy lovin' would be better.
Lumpy lovin'.
Lumpy lovin's bad. Don't ruin it. 20 under mix. Love it lumpy. Okay. 20 bag of tricks. I don't like 20 bag of tricks. For the same reason that I don't like tips and tricks. It
Sure,
just
dude.
feels like.
But
But do leave 20 pickle ricks.
Mm-hmm.
A celebration of.
that's not going to win, but there's something there.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
ready to.
yeah.
I do also kind of like 20 pickle ricks, come and claim them. Because that implies we have 20 pickle ricks.
But
Yes.
that's just, God, why do I keep doing that? That's just for us. The audience can't use that at all. I don't want, what are we telling them to do?
To see what happens.
See what sticks feels very good to me. It feels like it's a little riskier, right? Because it's a year about we're going to try things, right? And the things might not work. We're going to see what sticks. And everybody's going to do that, is that we're not as confident inherently because we got to see what stings.
Can you shrink those other struck through ones? And also it might be time. I think we've chewed on it for a long time, but it might be time to say goodbye to Get Lost, Cobra's Only, Jugtown.
Dude, can I tell you something? The rate at which we are going through those, I'm already bored of the joke I laughed at 5 minutes ago. I am fully ready to get rid of 20, hit the bricks, get lost, Cobra's Only. Jugtown. It's played, dude.
Yeah.
God damn it.
We've got some really good ones here.
Can we return to 20 under bricks, dig up the paths? I think I like under bricks.
Yeah, underbricks. Is there something about catacombs?
Oh, dig up the bones. Bones below roads. Roads above bones.
Roads above bones.
Cask of Amontillado.
20
That's
under
not-
bricks.
Bury your friends.
Stones above bones.
Stones above bones.
Ooh, what about like hidden messages? Like it's a dead drop. You know, like, oh, I would hide the message under a brick and you would know which brick to check to get the message.
20 under bricks.
20 under bricks.
There could be anything under there.
The fact that there's not currently, though, makes me feel like there just isn't.
What do you mean? Layers of the past.
I feel like it would have come to us.
Yeah, 20 under bricks. Under bricks is just not it.
Under bricks is just not powerful.
It's just not powerful enough. I'm really sorry. I do like it. I wouldn't mind having a sort of Goonies year.
Yeah.
Where it's like, 20 Jump the Cricks, a Boys Wilderness Adventure, but good.
20 Jump the Cricks, a Boys Wilderness.
I said that one already.
Yeah, he said that one already.
It's getting better, though.
So that leaves us with 6.
Why did it have to be gendered? I think that's what killed it.
Yeah, maybe.
Is there something about Slice Hicks we can put in there?
I thought about trying to get Slice
20 cool Slice Hicks.
20 cool Slice Hicks.
20 Autumn Hicks.
Yeah, 20 Autumn Hicks.
20 Autumn Hicks.
Fine. I mean, if we went with Matthew, but he didn't go back.
Yeah.
Matthew.
But Autumn and 20 is like,
yeah.
They're kissing cousins. The 20 Stunts and Flicks, Hooray for Hollywood. Hooray for Hollywood isn't specific enough to the energy that is trying to be conveyed. If it is Stunts and Flicks, it ain't Hooray for Hollywood also.
No.
It needs something better at the back end.
Yeah.
It needs a fatter ass.
Yes. Well said, sir. Well said.
20 Stunts and Flicks, welcome to Ass City.
How's this for a fat ass, Justin?
You want fat asses? We got you.
Justin, here's your fat ass.
What about 20 Butts and Flicks? Time to return to the theaters. It's safe to return.
Oh, I thought it was a celebration of seeing butts in movies.
No. This is saying get your butts in the theaters back to see. I don't want to tell people to do that. I don't want to tell people.
No, I don't either.
And Butts and Flicks. Now, Butts and Flicks, if you want to put that as a Mr. Skin thing, that could maybe be a cross-promotional thing. I don't know.
I bet they have a heuristic. I bet
20 grown folks.
I bet they got a tab.
If you called Mr. Skin and they were like, oh my gosh, the videos of butts too? God, that's good. We were only doing boobs the whole time. Crap.
Shoot, dude.
Shoot, we got to go. We returned all those movies.
We got to watch all those GD movies again.
20 Stunts and Flicks. Is there a general celebration of Hollywood that can replace stunts? Like there,
I like it. I like stunts. I like stunt people. I love the craft. I love the work. I think it's all cool. I don't think I can do a year of it.
Yeah.
I'm
20 Stunts and Flicks. Yeah, that's
20 honey sticks.
Ooh.
All right. Can I just say, can I set a timer on my phone and
for when it's once it's done, if we don't have a better name, it's definitely 20 honey sticks.
No, I was saying
what you're saying?
we get, if it's not 20 honey sticks, I'm just saying let's see through 20 honey sticks. I feel like
20 honey sticks is the one that we keep coming back to.
Yeah, it's the one that I think has the most legs, and I can see it being very
I feel
actionable.
like we keep circling back to 20 honey sticks back in business.
Griffin, how strongly do you feel about it? Now, you've just written Tommy Buddy Mix.
Is that just to kind of
bring your pals together?
Is that a bad one that you're trying to get out of your system?
No, it's just if we can do that.
Okay, I'm ready to let it go if you're off track.
Yeah, we can cut 20 honey sticks.
I just don't think honey sticks.
And listen, I don't actually want to hear you talk about it anymore, but you can cut it. 20 Under Mix Love It Lumpy is, to me...
Tell me what it is.
Love It Lumpy is one of the... Like, to me, it's like, as a baker, it speaks to me directly. Hey,
you love it lumpy.
You didn't... I mean, like...
Because you don't want to overmix.
You didn't mix it enough. But some love it lumpy. That's why,
true.
That's why I thought some was better. That's why I was reading to me is 20 Under Mix. Some love it lumpy.
Yeah. No, there's something about it that's saying, like, you fucked up, but it's cool because some people like that. Maybe we do a little swapperoo here. We do 20 fiddlesticks. Love it lumpy. We are going to have to explain that to pretty much everyone that we talk to about it.
Yeah, the explaining has not loomed large enough in my head over the past couple of years, and I am trying to bring that.
I'm looking at forgiveness now with that in mind, in a way that I wasn't before.
Do you want to say forgiveness? I mean, I'm going to continue to think it's funny, but you guys may not, and that's the important thing because you guys have to say it too.
20 fiddlesticks.
You need to cut Tummy Buddy Mix, Bring Your Paws Together, because we already cut the other one.
Happy accidents.
20 fiddlesticks.
Fate had other plans. 20 fiddlesticks. Unexpected.
Befriending failure.
Ooh.
20 fiddlesticks.
Forgiveness within.
Embracing imperfection.
20 fiddlesticks. Failing forward. I don't even know if I like the alliteration there.
But that kind of also a little bit embraces 20 see what sticks.
20 fiddlesticks. Fail for fun.
Fail for fun. Fun fail.
Just fail for fun.
Lowering stakes.
All aboard the fail boat. 20 fiddlesticks. Epic fail.
No.
20 fiddlesticks. Epic fail.
No, see, you took it from we're there, and then you're like, and here's a dumb one.
If we called it 20 Pickle Ricks, a celebration of multidisciplinary growth, I think legally we're fine. I think legally it's fine.
But that sounds, can I say, as funny as that is now, it sounds like those two things are going to be related, and that we are saying that Richard, human or pickle form, is a master of multidiscipline. I don't know that man from Adam's Ox. I've not watched the program. I don't know that I want to say he's a fucking jack of all trades. Okay. I simply don't know.
Okay.
Sit up.
Now, I'll say maybe Pickle Rick's star has fallen a little bit. That's fine.
Yeah, man.
He doesn't have the you know what? Go ahead. That's fine. If you want to cut 20 Pickle Ricks,
I don't want to cut 20 Pickle Ricks.
I know, but maybe put it, can I just say, this is maybe a good...
that's a co-branding.
It's a co-branding opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Like if they want to get at us...
Yeah, get at us. These are good.
I would like us.
I'm just going to get rid of the Robin.
Do you think if we started selling a Pickle Rick shirt, they would start with a cease and desist?
I don't think we would get the courtesy of a cease and desist.
Then we could tastefully be like, fair enough.
I think one of us would be arrested.
I think that would imply... A cease and desist would imply that on their end, they thought we didn't know what we were doing was wrong.
There seems to be some confusion about the ownership of Pickle Rick.
Especially if we put this whole thing out.
I thought if I laughed at him 100 times, he becomes mine, like some sort of wish.
This actually isn't premeditated because Justin didn't write down his shit before we came in. This is a lot.
I said it, but I also didn't write it down beforehand.
You can't. You'll never be able to prove that.
Now, I would like for us to just kind of jazz out, see what sticks and fiddlesticks. Because those are the two that I'm circling back to. And I think
they're certainly the most cogent ideas. Between those two, as I do like the concept of throwing spaghetti at the wall. I worry the subtitle's not going to be as strong there. And I worry we giving up on fiddlesticks, guys. Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks is so good to say.
Fiddlesticks is so good to say. It just feels like we have to bring it the fuck home on the subtitle. Mm-hmm. Which is rare for us that we have like the first part
Fiddlesticks is like there's nothing. Oh man, this is the part that I didn't want us to be recording for, because there is a part where you have to speak honestly about how you feel.
Yeah,
and you have to be earnest, and that requires you to be open. I think that 20 Fiddlesticks. The problem with Fiddlesticks is that it's not inherently funny. So whatever because it's like it fits well. Fiddlesticks is an expression.
You're right.
It's like it's not inherently funny, and that's what bothers me about it. Is
this empty too?
I know I'm running out of beverage, but there's no way we're opening that.
No.
It's so hot.
It's so hot. I would die to pee. It's been 81 minutes.
Is there a subtitle strong enough to redeem Fiddlesticks as a? This is I agree.
That's why I like. That's 20 Fiddlesticks. A battle with the devil.
Like you're saying,
we're a podcast. Like, for God's sake.
No, but I'm saying like a devil went down to Georgia.
No.
Best fiddle player.
But you're not going to be able to do much with that. I don't think.
20. That's why I liked Forgiveness Within was such a big swing.
It's like cute. It's like kind of cute. And can we turn it where it doesn't have to be bust up fronty and instead can be kind of cute?
I thought 20 Fiddlesticks.
20 Fiddlesticks.
20 Fiddlesticks. Oh shucks.
We're just little guys.
Oh, shucks, boss.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Ah, shit, boss.
Fuck.
20
we
Fiddlesticks.
fucked up.
20
Fiddlesticks.
No, we haven't. Everyone else did.
20 Fiddlesticks.
How about
20 Fiddlesticks. You fucked up.
20
Fiddlesticks. Apologize.
What do you think about 20 Undermix? Love it lumpy.
I didn't like the way you just. Can you say it in a different way?
Love it,
No, say it a different way.
Because some is better. 20 Undermix, some love it lumpy, or 20 Fiddlesticks for Goveness Within. 20 See What Sticks.
Spaghetti at the wall.
20 See What Sticks, Spaghetti at the Wall is too conventional.
20 See What Sticks. 20 Fiddlesticks.
Both of those.
20
Fiddlesticks and See What
Fiddlesticks.
Sticks feel like an express. Like See What Sticks is an expression of a mood or idea. Like See What Sticks. That makes sense, right? If you're like
20 See What Sticks. I do like. I also really really like it as a projectile of wisdom that we can point at. Yeah, See What Sticks.
But
Just
See
try
What
it.
Sticks is already so idiomatic.
Yeah.
Right? We're not building something else on the house of See What Sticks. That is an idiom that exists. We're not inventing a new idea.
Right.
Yeah, what about
20 Fiddlesticks is the same way, right? We are Fiddlesticks is like it makes sense, but we got to come up with an abstract subtitle.
Yeah.
20 Tiggle Bits? Judge City showed.
Right. I was going to say 20 Under Chicks and be done with it, but
Yeah.
it was 20 Under Chicks. Oh yeah, man. That's what it was. Hey,
cool, dude.
So you read it already. It was oh yeah, man. Cool, dude.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Under 20 chicks. Oh yeah, man. Cool, dude. That's what it was going to be.
I don't think we should do
I wrote
that
it down. You guys accused me of not writing it down. I wrote it down.
20
20
Fiddlesticks. You fucked up. 20 Fiddlesticks. 20 Fiddlesticks. 20 See What Sticks.
20 Wizard Sticks.
20 Wizard Sticks.
We should make the other one.
This is can I be honest? This is my least favorite part of the episode where we have to go back through the fucking we have to dig around in the trash.
Sniggle Fritz. Oh, 20 Sniggle Fritz.
20 Snickle Fritz is cool.
No, it's not.
20 Sniggle Fritz. Bottom of the barrel.
I don't want to explain the spelling every frigging time.
No, that word is enough in the public consciousness that I think it would be fine. I think people could figure out Snickle Fritz.
20 on the Fritz.
20 on the Ritz.
20 on the...
Okay, are we allowing tss and ps? Are we allowing tss and ps? Because if so, we could be here for another... Our significant others will be
Funny
upset.
on the Ritz.
Our significant others will be upset if we open up tss and ps because we'll be in here for another 120 minutes.
It's Ix. Ix is the sound.
It's got to be Ix. 20 got the Ix. 20
it's
got
too negative.
Yeah.
20 nicks the X. Just because they do something you think is weird, maybe he's a great guy.
That's a really cool energy, Gomez.
I think I just gave a lot of people the ick with that. But this is why I need this message to really stick. I'm seeing what sticks right now. I'm seeing what sticks.
20 make it stick.
20 make it stick.
20 make it stick.
20 make it stick. Throw it harder. Wait, guys, there's something cool there. 20. This idea of throwing the spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. If it doesn't stick,
20 make it stick.
20 make it stick. Throw it harder.
Tossing hard.
Throw it harder.
Throw it hard. Okay, we're so close. I don't think the subtitle should be a command. I think it should be something like 20 make it stick.
Throw it again.
That's a command. Something like throwing fast. Chucking fast. 20 make it stick.
Bring the cheddar.
Bring the heat. Bring the 20 make it stick.
Toss the sauce.
Toss the sauce.
20 make it stick. Toss the sauce. Because if you toss the sauce with the noodles, it's definitely going to stick.
20 make it. I'm just going to. I feel like we're so close with make it stick feels so good to me. Because that's not anything. But it also suggests that it's not fucked up. You didn't try hard enough.
20 make it stick. Do the impossible.
No.
Travis, can I be honest though? There was there was hang time. There was hang time on that.
That's why I said no so fast.
Anything's possible.
20 make it
stick. Throw it harder. Toss it.
I don't want to let go of anything's possible.
You got to though. You're being out overruled.
But get it.
Dude, not a pun. I don't think a pun is going to be strong.
It's got to make it stick.
pitch, throw, toss, yeet.
Bring the heat.
Chuck the cheddar.
Chuck the cheddar. 20, make it stick.
Boss the sauce.
You can always throw harder. Boss that sauce.
Low and slow.
20. No, it's got to be fast and hard. And do it again.
Yeah.
20, make it stick. Do it again. 20, make it stick. Try again. Try again. 20, make it stick.
The spaghetti's gone dry.
The spaghetti's gone dry. 20, make it stick. Try a different wall.
This is a good. This
20,
is another.
20, make it stick. Maybe do the ceiling this time.
20, make it stick.
Find
More noodles.
Find another wall. More noodles.
Newer wall. Stickier wall.
Wider noodles.
Wider noodles.
Syrup
udon.
noodles.
Udon.
20, make it stick. Doesn't even sound like 2026.
Justin,
we're not doing this.
It's a million degrees in here.
20, make it stick.
Boss. This is cool. You know why I like this one so much?
Why?
It's because it's what we're doing right the fuck now. I like this so much is because it's what we're doing right the fuck
20,
now.
make it stick.
Make it stick. Don't
on
walk
the
away.
rebound.
No.
20, make it stick.
20, make it stick.
Find your angle.
20, make it stick. Squish it on there.
20, make it stick.
Squish it on there.
Squish it on. Squish one on.
Brute force the funny.
Brute force.
Squish it out.
20, make it stick.
Squish it on.
Squish it on.
Glue it on.
Squish it on. 20, make it stick.
Glue it on, baby.
Set yourself free.
Accept no limits.
Glue the limits.
20, make it
Spaghetti
stick.
to the limit.
Accept no failure.
20, make it stick. Accept no failure.
and it's like, no. I know that didn't go the way that I wanted.
We can have 20, make it stick, accept no failure, and 20 undermix, love it lumpy. And then it's kind of like whatever your mood that day.
It's maybe because you undermixed it is why it's not sticking.
20,
make it stick. Good enough. Good enough for now. 20, make it stick.
Good enough for now. 20, make it stick, good enough for now is two different ideas.
Yeah.
20, make it stick.
You're right. 20, make it stick. Stop giving up. Stop giving up on everything. Throw it again.
Throw it again.
Maybe it's humid in here. Throw it again.
20, make it stick. Throw it again.
One more shot.
The reason I like throw it again is that it underlines the make it stick.
Mm-hmm.
So make it stick, you're not exactly what it means. And then you say throw it again. And then it's like we're throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. You've closed the idea.
Didn't stick the first time.
20, make it stick. You're right. We're going too far away from throw it again. 20, make it stick. Throw it again. Is there another word for throw that we could do?
Chuck it.
I tell you, the only part I don't like is the word throw and the word again.
Pitch it.
So you like it.
Like it.
Okay, yeah, we'll narrow that down.
Okay.
One more toss.
One more chuck. One
more pitch.
A little extra cheddar. Bring the cheddar.
Throw it again. 20.
Full count. Full send.
Fastball. Give him.
But 20, make it stick. Fastball, corner pocket.
Fastball special.
Fastball.
All heat, no spin.
Fastball for the big boy.
No, that's
this
it.
This is cool.
That's it.
What I like is like the big boy is the big boy is watching. He's in the hospital and he's like talking to you before the game. Like, make it stick for me. Will you please say 20 honey sticks back to base?
Yeah. Griffin, we wanted you to check back in with 20 honey sticks back in business.
Trav, you think you got the sense too? Okay.
Because honey is sticky.
Can I just
want to
say
make
the same
20 honey sticks because it
20
would help.
honey sticks.
It would help it. Stick
Do you
to
see
the
what?
wall.
Do you see what you did?
I'll see. Here's what I will say. You, the same person who is clucking his tongue at 20 honey sticks, is the same man that just wrote 20 make it stick fastball for the big boy. So I don't know.
Uh-oh. What was that sound you just made with your body when you said it out loud? What was the emotion you felt when you said that out loud? Just now, tell me.
Just laughter.
Laughter,
yes.
and what was the emotion?
Well, we were also talking about like throw it again to stick it to the wall, and you've somehow created a narrative that there was a boy in the hospital.
Guys,
who didn't ask for a home run. He asked for a pitcher to throw
One
a good
fast. But the big boy can be inside you. That's what I'm saying. The big boy is in your heart, and don't disappoint yourself.
20 make it stick. A heater for the big boy. A heater for the big boy is pretty good. 20 make it stick. A heater for the big boy. Our wives are gonna hate it.
Guys, I just got a low battery alert on my laptop. Can it be 20 make it stick? A heater for the big boy?
Yeah, it absolutely can.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man, that's really good.
Okay, so the name of the year,
shit, dude.
2026, is 20 minutes. 20 make it stick. A heater for the big boy. We'll edit in the other stuff later, right?
Yeah, man, I'm dripping sweat.
My brother, me kiss your dad square on the lips.
Maximum Fun,
a worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows.
supported directly by you.